Hey, welcome back to Building a $1 Million a Month Business Empire in Public on YouTube for everybody to watch. Today is update number 19. You missed one day actually, so it's update number 19. If you're new to this series, what we're doing is we're documenting our growth to $1 million per month across a number of business empires, and we also shared a little bit of a business trick, tip, whatever you sort of want to call it. So today we're going to be going through something we call symbiotic partnerships, how we were able to secure 10 clients in less than a week with zero ad spend, adding 32,000 MRR to our bottom line. So stick around, we'll jump through that. But for now, if you're new, let's jump in and sort of go through what we cover on this side. So, like I said, today's day 19. It's actually not even the 19th of April, sorry guys. It's the 20th of April is the actual date. Like I said, missed a day. So it's the 20th of April. The way that we normally work this then is Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll answer them. There's not really many at the moment because we are new. We do a daily check-in in terms of our company goals this side, and then a business debrief, which like I said today is going to be on symbiotic partnerships. Now, let's jump straight into business debrief. So if you've been following along, you'll know that our goal this month was 10 clients signed, which that is done. We've taken care of that, nice and easy. The next thing we had was to hire a tech specialist. Can't spell that. We're here to sell, not spell. Tech specialist on that end of it. We've done that, which is perfect. The last thing we're doing at the moment is we're looking to hire out a creative strategist, which we are in the process of doing. We've got about 70 applicants we're sifting through at the minute. So if you don't know what that is, go back, watch a few videos ago. I think it's called the one role that you haven't hired yet. It's going to 10x client results. Right. So that's how we're doing at the moment. So we're making good progress. 20th of April, we've hit our goals and we're smashing forwards on that side of it. So a big jump in revenue for us and a big jump in clients as well, which is beautiful. Now, as it comes into it, so like I was saying, let's have a look. What we're going to sit down, we're going to have a look at is something called symbiotic partnerships. So what this is, and I'll explain it in a little bit more detail in a moment. This is how we were able to add 10 clients in less than I think it was actually 11 days. So less than 2 weeks, sorry, not less than a week, less than 2 weeks. And we still have another 5 or 6 clients in the back end, and that's with zero ad spend. So the way that we did that, now it's about seeing what everyone else is doing and go the opposite direction. So everybody else is running ads, doing cold call, cold DMs and things. Everybody's doing that, right? So you're in a big pool and a big pond with a lot of people on the end of it, right? Now, the concept of symbiotic partnerships, TM, trademarked, Hadley, what it is, as we go through, is partnering with businesses or providers that already serve our target audience before they need our services, right? Something that is symbiotic. So what that means is both parties benefit from it, right? So we're going to benefit from having a client, and the business upstream from what we're looking at is going to benefit as well. So this could be an upstream supplier, an educator, a product distributor, a consultant, a certifier, a marketplace, a directory, whatever it might be. So the way that works is we partner with a business one level above our clients that it would make sense for them to recommend marketing. So for example, if we're having a look at something on there, if we're looking at, I don't know, you do HVAC, right? Say you do chiropractors, right? So chiropractors is a niche that you serve. So you sell chiropractors. Now, chiropractors is your clinic. One step upstream from them would be, say, for example, chiropractic adjustment equipment, or physical therapy schools that certify chiropractors, or events that teach people when they're trying to sell them a course on how to do X, Y, and Z, how to improve their client results. Now, for all of these things, they're not a revenue generating service or product on its own, right? So yes, if they buy that chiropractic machine, they could get more clients and things, which may make more sense on the end of it. However, on its own, it doesn't help them generate money, right? So another example would be dentist, right? So if they're selling a new dentist chair, for argument's sake, or a new dentist equipment would be a better example, like a 3D teeth scanner, for example, right? Or a new kind of implant, or a new like Invisalign, something along those lines, right? All of these things, they can generate clients, but not on their own. It's not you will build it and they will come. It's you will build it and now you have to tell people about that. So what we do is we partner with those upstream suppliers. So we'll say to them, if it's a chiropractor, for example, selling a chiropractic adjustment machine, yes, it's going to get them better results. And yes, it could get them more clients. Now, what we say to them is, hey, Mr. Chiropractor Machine, we do marketing for chiropractors. We guarantee client results, or these are our results that we had in the past if you haven't done it beforehand. And we say to them, great, have a look. So we managed to generate Amy 50 grand in a month for her chiropractic treatment. When you try and sell this device, recommend us. We'll give you a preferable rate. Normally we charge a £1,500 setup fee. We'll charge half that. Now, when you sell a machine, you can recommend us for guaranteed marketing and guaranteed clients, right? So the reason it works so well is it helps them to sell a machine, because if they need to sell a machine or a certification, like I said, if it's a plumber, they might be trying to sell a plumbing degree, right? I don't know if that's a thing, but a plumbing accreditation course, right? Which is fine. Somebody does that and they say, imagine they go to you like, hey, do you want to learn how to become a plumber? Yeah, sounds great. I'd be super down for that, right? But in the back of your head, you're always going to be thinking, how am I going to get plumbing clients? So that's the conundrum, if you like. Opposed to, if I was a plumbing school, I said, hey, Amy, I don't know why Amy's always the example. Hey, Amy, I'm going to teach you how to become a plumber, and also we're going to recommend you a preferred marketing partner. They're going to give you a 70% off your first month, and they've worked with 20 of our clients, and they've generated them within their first month working with them £5,000 to £15,000 a month. How does that sound to you? Now, all of a sudden, you see why it works so well. And then all you do as you come in, is you partner up, right? So we're partnering up with those companies, those clients and things on the end. So let's just say we're looking at symbiotic relationships. Now, let's jump in, we'll have a look on here. So let's say I said, if you're a chiropractor, it might be, like I said, a chiro might be a machine, right? And all we would do is, so we'd reach out to those. So rather than us cold calling or DMing or messaging sort of our clients down here, all these little people down here, we're just going to go down to here, the one person speaking to all of these, and we're going to reach out to this person on every channel that we can do to get our foot in the door with them. Now, the setup is really, really easy. So all you do is you set them up. So I said, you need to give them something where it helps them to sell it to clients. So I said, set 50 to 70% off their setup fee, right? If that makes sense for you and you can afford it. If not, work out your business model so you can. Now, all you do, say, hey, Mr. Chiropractic Machine Company, this is what we do. We're going to set you up with a landing page with a form on there, on that side of it. Now, here's the thing. You don't want them just to recommend and send clients to you. What you want to do is have them introduce you to the client. Have them introduce you as a warm lead and a warm introduction. So you want them to say, hey, we use agency flow for our marketing for all of our chiropractic machines. Great. Fantastic. What I'll do is I'll pass your number on to them. Keep an eye out for the message. Great. So all you do is then you'll get a list of phone numbers and things. That's the first way. Or you can set a landing page up for the chiropractic machine company and say, hey, here's our landing page. If you have anybody that's interested, you fill in their information and we'll reach out with them. Now, the reason they'll do this and the reason it's symbiotic is they can sell more machines. We can get more clients. It's beneficial on both sides. Now, what you don't want to do is just be telling them, hey, send all the clients to this landing page. It can work, but you're going to lose some of that trust factor. So by them giving you the phone number, or for them filling it out and saying, hey, keep an eye out for Hadley, he's going to contact you. What we can then do is, once we have this information, we can go and we can just send them a super simple text message. It's so simple, like a WhatsApp message, an iMessage, text, SMS, whatever you're sort of doing, and just say, hey guys, hey Amy, it's Hadley from Agency Flow. Alison from Chiropractic Dental Machines, whatever that's called, mention that you need a little bit of help with your marketing, or you're getting some new business in for your new machine. Let me know when's best and we can jump on a call. I'm happy to give you a few free strategies and also see if there's anything we can do for you. Super low, super casual, super relaxed, and things on that side, right? So that is the easy way to do it. And then they jump on a call, they're already pre-warmed, they already know you, they've had a bit of an introduction. And the thing is, they've just spent, say, maybe 5 to 15, 30, 40, 50 grand on a machine. They wanted to start generating money. So it's like when you go to, when you go to buy something, because they've just spent so much, you look super cheap in comparison. It's the old age saying, I don't know if you've seen about Rolls Royce, right? Where did Rolls Royce advertise? Where did they advertise? Private jet shows. Because when you're buying like a $30 million jet, $1 million Rolls Royce, if you're getting like a top premium one or whatever, 500 grand, 300 grand, 250 grand, it's a chocolate bar at the end of the road, right? So it's the same sort of comparison on there. So that's the overall concept. Now, how do we find these people is obviously the next question, right? Obviously, we're going to sort of want to go through, and it's going to depend on each niche, if I'm honest with you, in terms of what we get into and what we have a look at, right? But it's super straightforward. So let's have a look. So I said, if you're a few examples, right? So chiropractic machines, dental machines, fitness nutrition coach, right? If you want to reach out and you do marketing for gyms, say gyms, for example, right? Super easy. Gym suppliers who sell gym equipment or something that gyms are going to buy that should generate them money. but they have to put marketing into it. And that is it. You just want to find it on there, like certification, suppliers, anything like that. So just ask yourself before my ideal client would hire me, who are they already working with? Who do they trust? And that's your potential partner, right? So where does that trust factor come from? So what tools do they need? What equipment do they need? What training do they need? What services do they rely on, right? If you're hairdressers, right? It might be people selling hairdressing software, so like how to book out your salon. It might be people that book out salons in general. Hey, great, I book out a salon. It might even just be even simpler than that. You can go like the digital route and partner people. If you do marketing, partner people who do website design, partner people who do content days. But the reason I like to go down this route of going for like the brick and mortar, like educational side of it, is they've just invested money and now they need to make some money back from it on that side of it, right? So super straightforward. There is 4 steps to this. So 4 steps, right? Let's go through. Let's have a look at them. So there's 4 steps. Let's use a crayon because it's a bit more fun, right? So step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4 that we need to sort of cover. So step 1 is identifying your clients before state. So where are they before they use you? So what do they buy? Where do they learn? What do they research before they need our service, right? Again, so summary of this is going to be, a machine purchase, a new training, even recruitment to an extent, like if they've bought a new person, hey, whatever, but majority wise, it's going to be these 2. It's going to be trainings or machine purchases, or certifications, right? That's going to be your other big one, certifications on that end. So when I say machines, I do mean like, hardware too. So if you're dealing with solar panel clients, you might reach out to the solar people who sell the solar panels and say, hey, if you use our solar panels, we also recommend a marketing partner who can help you fill them out. Perfect. So that's step 1. Identify what they need and make a list of them, right? Now, step 2 is to actually list out those symbiotic companies, right? So for example, get your fingers, go to Google, search for, if you're in the solar industry, search for solar panel companies, list them all out. Search for solar panel training accreditation, list it all out. Search for solar door knockers, list it all out. Blah, 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 blah. Anything, list out those gateway businesses, right? So think upstream. Again, providers, educators, authority figures, people they're going to trust already. Now, once we have that list, step 3, super simple. We're going to go in and we're going to pitch a winner chicken dinner. That's what we're going to fucking pitch. A winner chicken dinner. Okay, great. So we did cut out on there. So I was just going through it saying we're pitching a winner chicken dinner offer. That's what we're going for. So winner chicken dinner. Now, the way this works, super straightforward. You have 2 routes to go down. So you can go down a slightly more difficult route that we go down where there is, no kickback, no commissions and things like that, because it just works out so well. But depending on your industry, you're probably going to want to give them a kickback. Now, a winner chicken dinner offer, super straightforward. So you're going to give them something that is a win-win, right? So you're winning because you're getting a client at the end of the day and you haven't got ad costs, which could be like up to 1,000, 1,500. Now, the way I would look at it is if you can offer them something, say, hey, this is going to help you to sell your machines. We're going to either give your clients a 70% discount and would also give you half of their setup fee. That's a dream, right? That's a win-win all around. There's no downside at all for them. So that's the first option you can do it. You can do recurring revenue. So you can say, hey, we'll give you 5% of whatever, as long as they're with us. But a lot of times, if you pick the right clients and the right symbiotic partner, you don't have to do a big referral fee or commission fee. I see people giving out $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. It's completely pointless. If you pick the right partner, you won't have to do that, right? So that's the first thing. To the last thing even on there. And my final thing, number 4, is the final step is leveraging the trust, right? So we've sort of briefly touched on this, leveraging trust, which is, don't send them to a landing page, send them a message. Send them a normal message as a normal person, say, hey, so-and-so from this company recommended me. Are you free to jump on a call? She said you need some help with marketing. And if they've introduced you correctly, you should be able to go in super smooth and have 0 kickback. So that is symbiotic partnerships. Like I said, I've given a few examples. Like I said, in terms of chiropractors, plumbing, home renovation, solar. If anyone has any questions about this, they want want a breakdown of our system, we use it a little bit more, let me know. I'm happy to dump in some more ideas. Just drop a comment and I'll jump in. I'll give you a hand. But I said, honestly, super valuable. Like I said, we signed 10 clients in less than 2 weeks on that side of it with 0 ad spend. So if you aren't doing this, you're just leaving money on the table, which is pointless. So like I said, stay saucy, make some money. Let's fuck shit up.